Hey y'all, it's Jessica from Sloppy Swatches. Today I have the Trio of Love collection to share with you from Tux Polish. These are releasing this Saturday, February the 4th, and I will link Tux Polish's storefront as well as social media down below. These were sent to me for review and they'll retail for $10 each or $28.50 for the entire trio. I'll be sharing my swatch and review with you today as well as a really quick nail art look. So I'll go ahead and get into the swatches first. So first up is First Love, and this is described as a silver holographic polish with micro glitter and hollow flakies. So this has really super fine micro glitters. It does have a little bit of linear effect too, I think. I'll go ahead and show you a brush shot, and I'll show you how First Love swatched on my natural nail. So here is one easy coat. I know I say this every time when I swatch Tux polishes, but they do have a rather long stem, so you may want to watch out for polish dripping down the stem. Just make sure that you wipe it off a little bit before you apply. This first coat goes on with amazing coverage. I can still see a little bit of nail line though, so I'm going to go ahead and go in for a second coat. This second coat will bring this one completely opaque. That's almost unheard of for a micro glitter polish. This one is really gorgeous. It is going to dry down fairly textured. Here it's a little bit smoother than it was later on. You'll see it in the nail tutorial, but this one will need a nice top coat to help smooth that out a bit. So here's a view from another angle in direct sunlight with top coat. This is my swatch photo under artificial lighting, and then once more at an angle in direct sunlight. So next up is Deep in Love, and this is described as a deep teal blue jelly polish filled with blue and silver micro glitter as well as flakes. So I'll go ahead and show you a brush shot, and I'll show you how Deep in Love swatched on my natural nail. This does have that nice squishy teal base. I love a jelly polish. This one is quite pigmented. I was wearing a base coat though, so I didn't have any staining. This first coat does go on nice and smooth and really evenly. I love how much flake you get in there as well as the holographic effect. So I ended up working this one pretty thick on this first coat, but it is just a little bit shy of being opaque. So I'll let that dry and then come back in for a second coat. I did go in for a bit of a thicker second coat here. I just wiped off my brush a little bit, no problem at all. And 2 coats does bring this one completely opaque for me. You get a lot of depth and it completely covered my nail line. So here is a look at the completed mani before top coat. This one actually dries down pretty semi-matte, which is a pretty look, but a nice glossy top coat will help bring out all of those glitters. So here's a view from another angle in direct sunlight with top coat. This is my swatch photo under artificial lighting. And then once more at an angle in direct sunlight. So the last polish in this trio is Lovebug, and this is described as a dark purple holographic polish with pink glitter, shimmer, and flaky. So this is a very complex polish. I am such a shimmer fan, and I really love it when it's combined with a holographic effect. So here's a look at the brush shot, and I'll go ahead and show you how Lovebug swatched on my natural nail. So here is one easy coat. This polish goes on super smooth. I had a really awesome coverage at one coat. It was so close to being a one coater for me. This is also going to be an amazing stamper. I think every Tux polish that I own does an amazing job at stamping and water marbling. So after this first coat, I did work it a little bit, but I pretty much had a full coverage effect there. I am going to go ahead and show you what a second coat looks like. A second coat does just deepen it up a tiny bit and adds more glitter. That shimmer does a really job at self-leveling. I didn't have many brush strokes or anything like that. So here's a look at the completed mani before top coat. Here's a view from another angle in direct sunlight with top coat. This is my swatch photo under artificial lighting, and then once more at an angle in direct sunlight. So I thought I'd go ahead and share a really quick nail art tutorial for you. This look reminds me a bit of Anna from Frozen. I'm really digging this color combination, so I'll go ahead and show you a quick walkthrough of how I got this look. So first I'm going to use First Love at 2 coats for my base, and you can see here how it looks a little bit more textured before adding a top coat. It is definitely a gorgeous polish, and it did really awesome at stamping. I think that this one may be my must-have from this collection, especially if you don't have a silver holographic polish. So next I'll be using some nail vinyls. I picked these up from Virtuous Polish a good bit ago, so I don't know if these would still be available, but this is a really pretty damask pattern. I'm going to go ahead and stick it to my nail and then press it flush with my finger just to make sure that all of those edges are down and they're not going to leak or anything like that. Next, I used a makeup sponge and sponged on some Deep in Love. I did speed this segment up quite a bit. I had to make 2 passes because of that jelly base, but it looks really pretty on top of the silver. So then I'll just use my tweezers and peel it gently upwards. And this is the pattern it left. I did need to do a little bit of cleanup if you wanted to. You could always use a liquid latex around that area. I had intended to fill in the points a little bit there where the edge met my nail, so I'm just going to go back in with a paintbrush and fix that really quickly. Next, I'll be using a dotting tool and Lovebug and go in and just add some accent dots. So this is just a fun and quick and easy look, especially if you haven't used nail vinyls, you may want to look into them. They make nail art so easy. To finish this look off, I'm going to use some top coat. This is Liquid Macro by Super Chick Lacquer. Here's a look at the completed mani with top coat underneath my artificial lighting. I really wish I had gotten these out in the sun, but unfortunately it's like midnight right now. This is my swatch photo at an angle underneath my artificial lighting, and that wraps up my swatching review of the Trio of Love collection releasing this Saturday. If you'd like to see more photos, I do have those available on my blog at sloppyswatches.wordpress.com. I do intend to water marble test these polishes. If you'd like to see more, you can also follow me on Instagram at sloppyswatches. So thanks so much for watching, guys. See you next time.